2 champions, 43 wins, 0 losses, 4 belts on the line for the chance to become one of the greatest light heavyweights of all time. This is the first undisputed light heavyweight matchup in over a quarter of a century. Here is my in-depth analysis and breakdown of Demitri Bivol versus ARTUR BETERBIEV. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are talking about one of the most anticipated boxing matches of this generation. A true 50-50 classic in the making, where the winner will get all the belts at light heavyweight and the right to be in the discussion for one of the best light heavyweights of all time. We've got ARTUR BETERBIEV against Demitri Gil. I have gone back and forth on this fight for months trying to pick a winner, but I think I finally have my official prediction now. So stick to the end of the video to hear that. But for now, let's get into my analysis of what both guys need to do to win. First things first, let's start with Demitri Gil. His jab is elite. Probably the best jab in the world right now. It's not just fast, it's pinpoint laser accurate. He uses it to control the fight from start to finish. We saw this against Canelo Alvarez. His jab wasn't just for offense, it was also his first line of defense. He used it to disrupt Canelo's rhythm, keep him off balance, and stop him from getting inside and doing any work of his own. But Bivol's footwork is arguably even more impressive than his jab. He is a master at that Soviet-style pendulum step, meaning he's constantly bouncing in and out of range, making it extremely difficult for you to hit him consistently. On top of that, Bivol's stamina is top tier. A lot of people criticize him for not getting that many knockouts in recent years, but on the flip side, it's meant that he has had no problem going 12 rounds consistently without slowing down. He also has a world-class ring IQ, very disciplined, never straying from the game plan, knowing exactly when to commit and when to stand off. And when he does commit, he is probably the best combination puncher on planet Earth right now. He is able to get in there, throw a 4, 5, 6 punch combination and get out before you even know what's happened. Undoubtedly one of, if not the most skilled fighter on planet Earth right now. But he's up against someone who is arguably in the same league with him in terms of skill, but far exceeding him in terms of power. Now let's talk ARTUR BETERBIEV. This guy has knocked out every opponent he's ever faced. 20 fights, 20 wins, 20 knockouts. The only champion in the world right now with a 100% knockout ratio. For that reason, a lot of people overlook BETERBIEV and consider him no more than a simple slugger, but that couldn't be anything further from the truth. This guy is a skilled operator. He is a master at cutting off the ring and delivering pressure, and once he senses you're hurt, he is like a shark that smells blood. He goes straight in for the kill, and as his record shows, once he goes in for the kill, it's over for you. Although people quite rightly talk about Bivol's jab, BETERBIEV's jab is elite as well. It's hard and it's accurate. And although he may not have as quick a feet as Bivol, he also has some of the best footwork you will ever see. He is a master at using it to close the distance and apply pressure. His ring IQ is also top notch. He is always feinting, constantly setting traps, forcing his opponents into uncomfortable positions. One area, however, where BETERBIEV can be a little bit vulnerable is in his defense. He is there to be hit a lot more than Bivol. We saw this in his fight against Anthony Yarde. He was getting tagged pretty consistently, especially early on. But one thing BETERBIEV has always shown is that he has a granite chin, and if you hurt him, it's guaranteed he's coming back to hit you twice as hard. Never shown to be fazed or slowed down by being hit by a clean shot. At 39 though, there are some concerns about whether we will see an elite BETERBIEV on October 12th. He has been a little less active than Bivol, and he's also coming off an injury. That's the reason this fight is taking place in October. It was meant to take place in June, but it had to be postponed due to his injury. And in a fight of this magnitude, small margins like that can play a huge difference. If he comes in even a fraction of his game, Bivol is going to exploit that, and he is just going to jab him to death all night. Now, let's talk about what both guys need to do to get victory. For BETERBIEV, the goal is clear. He needs to close the distance and get inside as consistently as possible. Bivol is extremely dangerous at long range, so BETERBIEV has to break him down. By attacking the body early, that will be crucial in slowing Bivol's movements down so BETERBIEV can get inside and land his devastating combinations. BETERBIEV also needs to stay disciplined with his jab. He can't just rush in. He needs to establish a consistent hard jab in order to help get inside, disguise, and set up his harder punches. It's also very important that he paces himself in this fight. He has only seen the 12th round once in his career, while Bivol has seen it consistently. So he needs to leave plenty in the tank just in case it does go into them later rounds. As for Bivol, his path to victory is movement. Constant movement. He has to keep his distance at all costs. Trading on the inside with Beterbiev is a death sentence, so Bivol's footwork will be key in this fight. If he can keep on the outside and keep circling, he will frustrate Beterbiev and limit his opportunities and keep himself relatively safe during the fight. Bivol also needs to use constant feints to disrupt Beterbiev's timing and rhythm. As we all know, Beterbiev loves to rush in and get inside, but if you can keep him second guessing and discourage him even a little bit, the odds will greatly swing in Bivol's favor. He also, most importantly, needs to win the battle of the jabs. The first fighter to establish their jab, establish their range, and establish their fight will come out victorious. So here's what you've all been waiting for, my official prediction. Like I said, I've gone back and forth on this for months. It is a true 50-50 fight, a beautiful clash of styles, and both guys have impeccable undefeated resumes. Beterbiev probably has the deeper resume, but Bivol does have the biggest scalp on his record in terms of Canelo Alvarez. Now, in the end, I've decided to go with Demitri Gil. I think his superior defense, footwork, and speed will give him the slight edge. I think because of this, Beterbiev is going to struggle to get inside consistently. Don't get me wrong, I think he will have his fair share of moments in this fight, but I think Bivol's movement and his jab will be enough to give him a close but definitive unanimous decision. Bivol has also shown against the likes of Gilberto Ramirez that he is able to hang in there with guys with significant size and strength advantages over him. He definitely doesn't have the knockout power of Beterbiev, but his chin is really underrated and his power is underrated too. He has enough power to be able to keep those bigger guys off him and second guessing. But don't get me wrong, Beterbiev's power is the ultimate equalizer. One single punch can completely change the fight and turn my prediction on its head. That's what makes this fight so exciting. Absolutely anything can happen, and I can't wait for it. So do you guys agree with me? Do you think the Bivol is going to win this fight, or do you favor Beterbiev on this? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, so you stay around for all our new content we got coming up very soon, whether it be historical boxing documentaries or keeping up to date with the modern boxing news. We're going to have it all here, guys, very soon. But until then, peace.